Be good, be better, be the best. Now, what I mean by this is that good people get better by doing things that they really enjoy. But the trick is to be the best. And to be the best in business today, you need to do what you do better than anybody else, and then let everybody know about it. And one of the things that we did at Toombul Music better than anybody else was to work with our suppliers and the music makers themselves to create sales, energy, and a sense of experience to my customers. It's 1998, and John was on the Main Event tour. Now, you may remember that tour because Olivia Newton-John and Anthony Warlow was on the tour. It was Christmas time, and John was due to play the Brisbane Entertainment Centre in a week's time. And I knew that we could sell a lot of CDs for Christmas. So I called up John and asked him if he would come and do a signing of his new album at the shopping centre, as he had done twice before for me. And this brought a lot of customers to the centre, and he was so attracted by this because it sold a lot of CDs and gave him a chart. But he said, "Barry, mate, I don't do that anymore." He said, "Last time I was there, mate, they nearly ripped the shirt off my back." But he said, "I'll do anything else you want me to do." And I said, "Well, would you sign some CD slicks for me?" And he said, "Sure, mate, how many do you want?" I said, 500. It was vomiting on the other end of the phone. He said, 500. He said, "Don't you ever do anything in mediocrity, Barry?" I said, "Well, it's better than getting the shirt ripped off your back, mate." Now, he must have felt that was the case because 1 week later, 500 CD covers turned up. But they weren't only signed by John Farnham, but when I looked carefully, they were also signed by Anthony Warlow and Olivia Newton-John. And I thought, wow, I've got the crown jewels here. Now, if you have a look, you'll see the CD cover with the signatures on there. This is what we did best. This was an original. And we advertised this on Channel 9, and we took one ad on a Friday night in the cricket. And when the Aussies are batting, I knew my customers were watching. I knew John's fans were there. And the ad read, "John Anthony at Olivia. 500 personally autographed CDs to personal shoppers only at Toombul Music." The next morning, they turned up in their hundreds and the phone was ringing like a fire alarm. And when we opened the door, in they came, and during the course of the day, we sold all 500. $15,000 worth of business in one day. Do you think one person asked me for a discount? Mm-mm. You think one person nicked down to Kmart where they were selling it $6 cheaper? No, because we had a USP, we had a unique special product, we had something that nobody else had, and they were quite happy to pay for that. Every artist that came through town, our offer was always signed autograph albums, but this is the message I want to tell you about. It's what you do after you do what you're expected to do that matters the most. This is something that the chain stores, price-driven, will not do, cannot do. This is what you can do. Life is measured in days in my book, not in weeks or years. And if you teach and train your staff to do just a weeny, a little bit more every day, every week, every month, the compounding effect of effort over a 12-month period makes an enormous difference to your bottom line and also to the goodwill of your business. It's what you do after you do what you're expected to do. That's what matters most. That's your secret weapon.